years of playing this game, man. Please, thank you. Years and years of playing this game. What's going on, guys? Ergo here with a Madden 18 offensive mini scheme. The formation we're going to be running is this pistol bunch tight end. It can be found in the Saints and Jets playbook. I run it out of the Saints, but if you run the Jets playbook, you can run it as well. The four plays we're going to be using are the halfback counter, the cross drag, the verticals, and strong power. They aren't the stock audibles, but I just have them as the audibles there so we can all see them. For this video, I'm not going to do the practice mode like I've been doing the practice mode setups. From the feedback I've been getting, it seems like the clips are the more popular parts of the video. So I'm just gonna talk over live clips and explain how the scheme works as I'm running it. So, okay, let's get started. So the first play I'm going to show you is this verticals. And the route is this X route. It's on that wheel route, and it does really well against cover 3, cover 4. It can even beat cover 2. I don't like running it against cover 2 that much. I think there's better options on this play. But if you wait a little bit, let them get over that cover 2 route, you can get big yardage. This is probably the most consistent route on this play. You can see I have the most clips thrown to this route just because it's such a quick read. You want to read that inside corner or linebacker. If he bites in on that Y streak, then you can throw it pretty much immediately. If he goes out to the X wheel, then you need to throw that Y route. You can see I'm just getting big chunks of yards. This is going to be definitely one of your money plays when you need, a big third down, big fourth down, or you're just looking to move the ball down the field quickly. This X route is going to help you out. See, this is cover 2. I wait a little bit, throw it over the top, get a big gain. I'm just going to let these clips play for a little bit, and once they play through, I'll get to the next route. So now we're going to be looking at these Y and B routes. The Y route works really well against cover 3. Again, you're going to want to read that inside corner or linebacker, whoever they have there. If he goes out to the X route, you just want to hit that Y route as soon as you see him go out. You see I just high pass it as soon as I see him. I don't normally hit the B route. I hit him every now and then. He can get open against man, but I prefer to hit the Y route. You see there, I just wait till he got over the linebackers, then I possession caught it. Sometimes you have to wait a little bit, like you see right here I'm going to hit B, but you're going to have to wait sometimes for them to get over the linebackers. Sometimes those yellows will play a little deeper. So I'm going to let this clip play for a little bit, and then I'll get into the next route. Now this RB route is probably the route you're going to be going to most. It works against man, it works against zone, it works against user covering. It's just probably the best route in this play, and it's that stick out that the running backs run. Once he makes that cut out, he gets like a little boost, and he's hard to keep up with if you're using him. He definitely is going to beat man. You see there I ran it against zone. You can run it against pretty much any coverage. If you're just starting out with this scheme, you're just starting out with this play, I would advise you to hit this route a little bit so you get comfortable with the other ones. It's definitely the easiest route to read and see. You see there he was trying to user it, he got mixed up. The guy got that burst of speed to the outside and he couldn't keep up. So I'll let this play a little bit and then I'll get on to the next route. So a good scheme wouldn't be anything without a couple run plays. And this counter and strong power are pretty solid. Your read's going to be that D end. If that D end crashes in, you're going to want to bounce it outside. You'll see these first couple clips. That's exactly what I do. He comes in, I get a good seal on him, and I bounce it outside. Sometimes he's going to come from the outside, and he's going to, not let you bounce it out. So you're going to need to cut it up. You see here a 37-yard run. You can definitely break him with this counter if they don't defend it right. Here you'll see I hit it inside, and that's going to be an option that's open more often than not. I know that's the only time I've run it inside here, but I would say as you're running this scheme, you're going to notice that inside is going to be open more than it is outside. You see I'm ripping off like 5-yard plus runs. This is the strong power here. It normally goes to the right. I switch it to the left just because I think the blocking's a little better, but there is going to be times when they just overload. You see right there, he's like overloading to the counter. He knows it's coming. I still run it anyway. But if your opponent's just overloading that side, trying to stop the counter, run the strong power and just don't flip it. Just run it the way it is stock. Like you'll see here, I run it. And you can hit the outside for sure. So the last play in this scheme is this cross drag, and it's a good complement to the verticals I showed you earlier. The verticals is, as its name, attacks vertically down the field. This one attacks with drags and crosses and stuff where you can, make shorter reads. The first route I'm showing you is this A route. It's this cross drag. It's not like like an audible drag. If you watch it here, it kind of cuts across. That helps it beat man and beat a lot of zones. It can work against pretty much any zone that they run. If they run hard flats, it's not going to be the route you're looking for. But cover 2 usually will follow the X or Y receiver, and that A will just come under and get wide open. So the next route here is this X route on this same play. And these are the only 2 routes I look for. The A, I look for under. If it's not open, I look to that X. And you want to hit him as soon as he cuts in. I usually like to pass lead him down. If they're running man and he makes that cut and you pass lead him down, it usually beats man. So the last part of this little mini scheme I'm going to show you is down in the red zone, especially like inside the 10. If you watched my first video, I did a video about how good these deep in routes are near the end zone. And this cross drag has pretty much the perfect one. It's my go-to money play when I'm at this part of the field. You wait for him to break in, and then you just high pass it, lead it up, and he's either going to jump up and get it, or your quarterback's going to overthrow. It's really low risk, and it's one of my favorite plays to run inside the 10. So let the clips play, and that'll be it. So a few final thoughts here. This is definitely a scheme you want to mix in with your already existing scheme. It's not something you can just run every play and have success. Your opponent will eventually catch on, especially that RB route. When getting these clips, I was just running these plays over and over again just to get as many clips as I could. And the better opponents started catching on to that RB route and just covering with their user. So it's something you want to mix in, not run every time. If you have any questions about it, put them in the comments. Let me know. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I do stream on Twitch, so if you have any questions you want to ask me live, just head over there. I'll leave it in the description. I appreciate you guys watching. And Ergo out.